Hey everybody, Andy here with A&G's Paintless Dent Removal. Today we had this 2020 Dodge Ram, beautiful truck. I really liked how it was all blacked out, but it's got some significant damage to the right rear door and what I call a cab corner. Now the cab corner is really what had me worried about this repair. These cab corners can be very difficult to glue pull out, especially if you got some wrinkle to it. There's not much access behind those cab corners. You got to use glue pulling, and that's what you see in this shot right here. I've got some glue tabs glued to the door, and what I'm doing here is I'm actually going to pull a lot of the bulk out of the body line here. These body lines can hold a lot of pressure, and I want to relieve some of this pressure before I take the door off and start using my arm to do a lot of pushing. I want to save my shoulder and I want to save my elbow from getting a lot of pain in the long run by letting my tools do the work for me. And here what I'm doing is I'm actually putting a little bit of pressure behind or inside the dent while I tap on the crown. This will allow the crown, the risen metal, to actually work its way back up inside the dent where it's supposed to be. So now that I've got most of my glue pulling done, I'm going to actually gut this door. And gutting this door means I'm going to take it completely apart. I'm going to take all the plastic trim, the window, the door handle. I'm going to take everything apart so I can gain access to all the factory holes in the metal of this door. Then I'm actually going to put this door on a hood stand so I can turn this door in any direction that I want to gain access to any light reflection in any angle. That way, if the customer is looking at their vehicle at any angle with any light reflection, it's going to look right. It won't look different in this angle than it does in this angle, which does happen. You can actually take a picture this way or look at it this way and it looks right, and then you come over here and you look at it in a different angle and a different light, and then you could see a wave that you weren't able to see before. So that's what I do. I want to make this perfect, and which I'm going to give an example right here. As you can see right here, you can see the metal's kind of bulged up still. I got to get that to look just like it does on the front part of that door, and I got to get that darkness in that line to look the same all the way across, and that's what I did here. I actually got it fixed to where you can't see it. I don't want this customer bending down to tie his shoe, looking up and seeing that. You know, I know most people will go, well, who's going to see that? Everybody looks at it in this angle. Well, I want it perfect. It's supposed to be pre-existing condition when it returns back to the customer. And here's about a 90% repair. I think I've got about 10% more to do. I'm just going to be cleaning up a lot of the orange peel. And once I'm done with that, I put the door all back together, and I'm going to touch up. What I'm doing here is actually putting a little bit of clear inside these hairline little scratches. And these little hairline scratches, they didn't go all the way through to the base coat, so this really allows me to put a little bit of 2K clear inside those scratches, block them off, and blend them right into the rest of the clear. And once I'm done polishing this, you'll never tell the difference. And this really works on darker vehicles. Lighter, like metallics, sometimes you might still see it. You can still see a lot of stuff in lighter colors. So this is black. It's going to work perfect. And here I am polishing it. I'm going to do my final touches on it, and then we'll take a look at this under a PDR light again. And then I'll actually put it in some natural light so you can see what it would look like if the customer was looking at it. You know, customers don't have these paintless dent removal lights to look at it. They're going to be looking at it through a natural light outside or their garage lights. It's really good to take this outside after you're done and just double check it outside just to see what they're going to see, and that's what we're going to do. So here it is in the natural light. I'm gonna actually have this dent reflecting off the snow and all the natural lines in the snow. And as you can see, it's very smooth. If you have any questions about the damage on your vehicle, if PDR is the way to go, please give me a call. Do not hesitate. 888-321-4245. You can also view more informational videos about ANG at angpdr.com.
Conquer the night if I can make it. If I try to draw the red light, I could run through the fire. I could conquer the night if I can make it. If I try to draw the red